Apparently, Gen Z is like aging really rapidly.
It is mainly because of the stress. Come here. We live in a time nowadays where millennials look way younger for their age, while Gen Z looks way older for their age. If you don't believe me, I'm Gen Z. Get closer. I am Gen Z and nobody ever believes me. When my mom and I walk out in public, people think that my mom is my younger sister. Right? When I tell people, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my family, they think I'm talking about my children. I don't have kids. Right? I'm talking.
Sometimes people stop and ask. They look at our faces and wonder why. But it wasn't about staying young, it was just about being ready. That's all it ever was. I remember dorm room TV, always humming to words in the distance. Felt like they were coming. For those first 10 years, a draft was a shadow in the hall. So we lived every day like we were waiting for the call. On the campus pathways, when the sun started to set, you'd see us jogging, a quiet, heavy day. Just students in sneakers, breathing in the cold. Too busy staying ready to think about getting old. Campus gym was always full, a silent kind of place. Everyone working hard, a serious look on every face. Even the girls in martial arts, learning how to stay strong, just in case the peace didn't last very long. In my small room, 100 push-ups on the floor. Just a daily habit that I had out the door. Our middle age, still 21. It's just the way we grew under a different sun. Most of us still look like we're heading to a class, watching the decades and the seasons pass. Our bodies stay where they were when the world was loud. Just a quiet head from a worried crowd. Still 21. It's a bit strange to see ourselves this way, looking like we're still in our college days. But when you spend your youth preparing for a storm, your body finds a rhythm, it finds a certain form. We weren't trying to be special or beat the clock. We were just the kids living on that block. The discipline we learned was just to survive, and that's the reason the 21 stayed alive. It's not a secret and it's not a gift, just the weight of a heavy lift. We stayed fit because we had to be, for a future we couldn't sing. We just stayed ready, we were just kids, stayed ready. Our middle age, still 21. It's just the way we grew under a different sun. Most of us still look like we're heading to a class, watching the decades and the seasons pass. Our bodies stay where they were and the world was loud. Just a quiet habit from a worried crowd. Still 21. 100 push-ups every morning, every night. We just never stopped being ready for the light. Still 21. Still just us.
Of course, now we laughed at the baby boomers and their hippie riots. They say their anti-Vietnam War riot is for justice, but they are just cowards fearing draft. That is why most rioters are male. Ironically, without the riots, a draft as Vietnam is not needed. Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan each got similar troop deployment and casualty rate per year. Yet, in Vietnam, 40% of U.S. forces must stay home to handle the riots. the same didn't happen in Iraq and Afghanistan. So, if it ain't because of all the hippie riots, Vietnam need no draft, or at least it be in much smaller number. Many Gen Z kids getting totally freak out about aging these days, and these Gen Z kids are doing all these very self-destructive things due to freaking out about aging. It is even worse among girls. As a generation where most of us still look 21 and 40, here's a piece of advice. All you need to do is stop listening to woke culture's anti-fat shaming campaign that think you shouldn't work out and toxic masculinity theory saying that if you are not an out-of-shape nerd, you are toxic masculinity. And then, eat healthy and do a bit of exercise per day. Maybe just 15 minutes per day, and that is all you need. You are still young, you still got time. Considering most of us still look 21 at 40, we obviously know what we're talking about.